Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on a mid-cap gem which I'm extremely bullish on for the future. I'm going to be talking about the use cases behind this, how high this can go, and how much I believe in this project. If that sounds interesting, please leave a like, please subscribe, as I do upload every single day on this channel. So the project I'm going to be talking about today is Ocean Protocol. Now I've talked about this one I think once on my channel before. This is a big data type project. I've talked about data projects recently, and if you're a follower of my channel, you will know that there's some trends that I think are going to be very big in the next bull run. Okay, I've talked about AI. I've talked about Web3. I've talked about gaming. I think another trend that we're going to be seeing is decentralized data. Decentralized data storage and decentralized privacy projects, okay? So anything that's related to privacy, whether it's VPNs, whether it's browsers, whether it's data storage, anything that makes your data decentralized, anonymous, and more private, I think is going to blow up in the next bull run, so long as they do everything right. And I think this is one of those projects. Now, the reason why I'm not, talking about this one too much is because it is relatively a mid-cap gem, right? 240 million in market cap. It's not a low cap. However, there's still a lot of potential for this one to potentially go to like 10 billion in market cap, and I wouldn't be surprised. So I've talked to you guys about this whole data side of crypto, this whole encryption and blockchain side of protecting our data, and why the blockchain facilitates this to a large degree. The reasons for this is because obviously the blockchain is much more decentralized than the current centralized systems of Web 2 where your data is stored. The blockchain is also private, so it is a public ledger, but no one knows who it is, okay, doing the transactions. You can see the transactions, but you don't know who it is. So you don't know whose wallet it actually is. And obviously, data is the new oil. This is one of the quotes that I'm seeing going around, and I agree with this. If anything, data is far more powerful than oil, and it will be becoming in even more exaggerated, even more relevant in terms of how important data is in our lives. So I think the importance and significance of data is only going to increase in the next 10 years. And with the advancement of technology, there's even more data around us. With these devices that are in our homes, right? With your, Siri assistants and your OK Googles and all of these things, there's even more data that's being transmitted around you, right? Voice data, voice recordings, camera data, text messages, search history. All of these things are classed as data. And all of these things currently, whether you like it or not, are not fully decentralized. And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but if you guys do this, if you guys look into some of the scandals that have gone on recently in big tech, you will see some of the things that have been going on and some of the issues around this, right? I'm not going to go into it in too much depth, but that's for you guys to do yourself. Now, what I think is very powerful about Ocean Protocol is the ability to allow people themselves to be able to monetize their own data. Now, right now, your personal data can be sold to advertisers, and you don't even have any say really in this. Maybe in the big terms and conditions, the 700-page document, there's a little thing that says all your data can be sold, right? And you press accept. But moving forward, we want to have a more sustainable approach to this. What we want is for you to be able to control this more. So you can actually see which advertisers are getting your data, and so you yourself can monetize your own data, right? This seems a much more pluralist approach where you yourself, it's your own data, it's your own browsing history. You choose whether you want to share this or not, and you choose who gets it. Because right now, and this is a cause for concern for many people, let's say you were on TikTok. Quite often, the things you were talking about come up in your recommended on TikTok, in your For You page. Now, I don't use TikTok. I have a TikTok, but I delete it. I don't use it. Someone else controls it, right? I'm not that stupid. But even other applications, right? You search something into Google, and then all of a sudden on your Facebook, something you just searched appears in your ads section. This is no coincidence, guys. This is because your data is being sold to advertisers. And you don't know what shady things are going on. Now, what we want is for you to own the monetization of your own data. So this is a big, powerful thing moving forward in the future. So if we go over to CoinMarketCap, you can see here, Ocean Protocol is a blockchain-based ecosystem that allows individuals and businesses to easily unlock the value of their data and monetize it through the use of ERC20-based data tokens. Very powerful, right? This is revolutionary in terms of human freedom, really. And I talk about this a lot on my Twitter. So if you do want to follow me on Twitter, guys, I would highly recommend it, because I talk in depth about my opinions regarding data, regarding how it's, the next human right for us to actually own our own data and all this stuff. So I would highly recommend that you do follow me on Twitter. It's at CryptoArchieYT, but I'll move on from this. Through Ocean Protocol, publishers can monetize their data while preserving privacy and control, two key elements of this. Whereas consumers can now access data sets that were previously unavailable or difficult to find. These data sets can be discovered on the ocean market, where they can be purchased and later consumed or sold. So you've got the marketplace, okay? You can see this here on their website. So there's obviously token utility here. You can see all the different avenues of where the data is actually bought and sold and the different places for this. You've got the data NFTs. Now, this is where I really believe NFT technology has some value, okay? I personally am not for all these little pixels that people are selling for 10 grand, okay? I've never bought an NFT, and I never will, I don't think, buy one of these art NFTs, okay? I completely separate artistic NFTs, which I think is mostly just a fad, to data NFTs, or NFTs that give you passes to things like grants. So you own this NFT, you get a pass to these special accesses or these special features. You own this data, we will give you an NFT for this data. This data is now non-fungible, this data is now encrypted, and it's on the blockchain and it's secured. You own the advertising rights to it, you own the data yourself. So this is obviously where the NFT non-fungible tokens actually have value. This type of technology is valuable in the realm of data. So Ocean makes it easy to publish data services, deploy ERC721 data NFTs and ERC20 data tokens, and to consume data services, spend data tokens, crypto wallets, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to go into it too much, guys, right? It's for your job to do your own research, as I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is any form of financial advice. Go check this one out, guys. I'm going to get into the tokenomics in a second and the market cap predictions. But go check this powerful technology out. And if you want to feel like you're having some sort of an impact on the world, you're making the world a better place with your investments, then look no further towards these data type projects, because I really think this is revolutionary for the world. It's giving freedom back to the people, and it's very, very important, right? Investing in these gaming projects isn't really helping anything, really. Okay, maybe it's giving a bit more fun to people, a bit more entertainment. But if you're putting your money into these types of projects, you're helping these systems work. For example, buying a node or whatever, if they have them. This is what obviously is you doing your bit to the world. So let's talk tokenomics and let's talk price. I know this is why a lot of people watch these videos. You want to see how much money you can make on these projects. If we are talking price here, you can see we're currently sitting at 39 cents, okay? In terms of the tokenomics, circulating supply of 43%. So this is good. This isn't awful. This is relatively good. You guys know I like around that 50% range. So for me, this one it's not too bad, right? Especially when you consider the potential growth for this one, okay? I think this one's got a long way to go in terms of growth. Max supply 1.4. Total supply 613, and obviously circulating 613 as well. If you go into the comments, you can read some of these comments here. You can see a lot of people here are very bullish. Most bullish coin I've held will continue to DCA right the way up to $5. AI is the future. Ocean is the future. 100x for sure, knowing that's 20 billion market cap. So you can see there's a very strong bullish sentiment here. I also forgot to add that Ocean Protocol uses machine learning, I believe, and AI. So if you want an AI play and a data play, two sections which I think are going to do very, very well in the next bull run, two trends or two narratives, people like to say, that are going to do well in the next bull run, AI and data coins. Smack these two together, you've got Ocean Protocol. Like I said, guys, data is the new oil. And you could even go as far to say that it's even more than the new oil. Because it's everyone, right? Oil, everyone needed oil, but it wasn't everyone who had oil. Whereas with data, everyone has data. Everyone can be tracked with their data. You know, your phone probably knows you better than what your spouse does or what your husband does. This is just the way it is. Your phone hears every single thing you say. It records everything you say. It tracks your search history. So it knows you very well. Now, I don't want to get into it too much because I don't know the full in-depth of how this is all, how the current situation is. I know it's centralized, but I don't know how centralized it is. But all I'm going to say is do your research. Do your own research. For me, this project, where can we go? 10 billion, I think, is very doable in market cap. If we do work this one out, let me type it in. 10 billion in market cap would be, so long as the circulating supply doesn't change, 41x your money. So long as the circulating supply doesn't change, you could potentially get a 41x on this, in my opinion, okay? I do think the circulating supply is going to obviously change eventually, more gradual. So maybe you'd be looking around a 20x on this project. So some huge gains can be promulgated. Some big money can be made. If you want to, invest in this, I have no issues with that. It's up to you. Where has this one gone before in terms of market cap? So we almost touched $1 billion. I think this is going to get absolutely smashed in the next bull run. I think, like I said, around 5 or 10 billion, I think is very doable for this one. Do check out my Patreon, guys, because I'm dropping my latest and greatest low cap gems in this group. If you want to get the latest and greatest gems, the next 100x projects before the rest of the crowd, make sure to join my Patreon, because I was talking about Ocean Protocol way before this pump, way before this rally. I was actually talking about it right down here before this AI trend actually happened. Likewise with Viot, which I also predicted very early on. Had you have been a Patreon of mine, you would have been up around 25 to 27x at some points in the last 3 months. Obviously, you can see the parabolic nature of this rally. Guys, trust me on this. Big money's being made in my Patreon. You don't want to miss out. There's over 350 people combined through crypto payments and paying through this. So there's already a big sizable community of people all getting involved in this, all making life-changing generational wealth. Okay, maybe they haven't made it yet, but you can bet in the next bull run when Bitcoin goes up to 100k and all of these low cap gems that I'm talking about are doing 100x's, 200x's, 300x's. I'm sharing these gems with these guys early. They can get in, they can reap the rewards, and they can bathe in money afterwards. Guys, I appreciate everyone watching this video. I hope you got some value from it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see all of you guys in my next video. Goodbye.